Well, the Prairie North Health Region plans to revamp the way it covers mental health support. This from the Vice President of Primary Health Services, Vicki Smart, who says Prairie North is rolling out several mental health initiatives.
One of the projects that we've had is to have anyone who comes into the ER with a mental health and addiction issue will be then followed up by a community mental health nurse.
Smart says they want to ensure their patients aren't falling through the cracks, which is why they've also posted a position for a mental health intake worker at the Prairie North Plaza.
Whether it's stress and struggling, depression, whether there's just even ongoing concerns, whether you have addiction concerns, that kind of thing. So you're just able to go into the primary health site there at our evening clinic, and there will be someone there who will be able to help you out.
Smart adds they hope to have the position filled within the next few months. A grader operator from Paradise Hill is proving he's still got what it takes to be a country songwriter. Randy Mitchell has now recorded 3 songs with a company in Nashville.
Dash of the wagons, thunder from the hooves.
His first song, written 3 years ago, now played on the radio before every Canadian professional chuck wagging competition.
It opens the Calgary Stampede for them, and then every local race like your Turtlefords and your Onion Lakes and stuff. So it's pretty neat knowing that, if I can't make it to race, I turn on the radio and I hear my song.
So far, songwriting is a hobby for Mitchell, each song costing hundreds of dollars to send to Nashville.
It's a little hefty bill to send them away, and as a single income family, it's priorities come first. I love doing the songwriting, but I rather make sure, bills are paid.
It's dash for the money, one barrel at a time.
Despite the cost, Mitchell says he will continue writing songs for many years. And if you're looking for a new companion this spring, 2 animals are featured in this week's pet project. Mervin, a domestic short-haired cat, and Howard, a 7-year-old dog. Here's John from the SPCA.
Mervin, a 3-year-old domestic short-haired cat, is about as relaxed as they come. Nothing in life seems to bother him. Mervin is perfectly content to snuggle up with a cat, dog, or human. As long as you're giving him some extra attention and love, he's happy as can be. Even when you're not able to spend time with him, Mervin is perfectly content just to sit high on his scratching post and nap away the day. Mervin is such a calm cat that after spending just a few minutes with him, all the stress of the day just goes away. Mervin is such a joy who is sure to add so much happiness to the lucky family who adopts him. Be sure to visit the SPCA and meet Marvin and just see how special he truly is. It looks like spring has finally sprung in the border city. Now is the perfect time to get outside and enjoy the beautiful weather, and there's no better friend to join you than Howard. Howard is a 7-year-old dog that absolutely loves people. Howard enjoys nothing more than to be outside, especially when he's with you. He's so laid back that he's perfectly content just to stay by your side and soak in all the love and attention. If you're looking for a very special dog that will be a welcome addition to your family, then you just have to meet Howard. Stop by the SPCA and say hi today.
This is Newcap Sports.
This past January, Devin and Brennan Burgess followed in the steps of their mentor Gordon Butch Blanchard when they reopened the Lloydminster Boxing Club. Since its opening, our Lance Phillips has been covering stories at the club, and on a recent trip came across a very interesting character, someone back on the boxing scene after nearly 2 decades away.
This is Glenn Prosser. Many people in Lloydminster wouldn't be familiar with his roots in Border City boxing, but the Burgess brothers certainly are. After all, Glenn's been a part of their lives for nearly 30 years.
I got to know Glenn, I guess, when I was probably 10 years old, coming down to the Lloyd Boxing Club. He was friends with Butch and helped out a bit at the club back then as well. And known him since I was just a little youngster, yeah, for sure.
I come to Gordon because I was always interested in boxing, and he was training Devin at that time, and then I just kind of got to know Devin through the years. Fished with him a bit, sparred with him, and he took it easy on me and stuff, and so that's how we got to know each other and whatnot.
Helped me out with everything when we were young, I'm holding everything from holding the bags to spot club work and whatnot, and just helped out everybody.
But Gord isn't at the club just to hit bags. Since learning of the club's opening, the owner of Glenn's Small Engines has become an integral part of the club's everyday activities.
My wife knew I was wanting to get back at it, and by God, she seen Devin on the news and said it was the place where it used to be, and me and Butch moved this stuff out of here about 15 years ago. So here I, word of mouth, and I'm back at it, and I've been here every night, and Devin's working the heck out of me, and I'm just loving it.
Called his wife actually, and his wife said she'd have him call me back, and I heard back from Glenn within a couple hours, and Glenn was down here the next night, and he's been down here every night since, so we're super happy to have him down here helping out.
Watching Glenn work with all the young and old boxers, it's clear to see why everyone at the club loves having him around.
I guess just because of his personality, you know, he has an awesome personality. He's always smiling and fits right in with the whole family down here, I guess you could say.
I'm revived. I'm glad Devin's got it up and going. My wife encourages it. It's good for it's spiritually, mentally, physically, the whole. It's a win-win situation.
This space isn't new to Glenn. He spent many years being a part of Blanchard's original boxing club in the same location. And the work being put in now is something Glenn believes Butch would like to see.
I tell you, if he's watching over, he's real proud. He's real proud. You know, Devin, I kid you not, Devin's doing a great job. I can't, him and his brother, I can't speak enough, you know, how good of a job he's doing. You really got to come down here and you got to check it out and see what it's all about. Good deal.
You know, it brings back a lot of old times having Glenn back here, you know, and a lot of old memories that are good to me, you know, so, you know, it's awesome having him down here.
Lance Phillips, Newcap Sports.